and it immediately turned it off. So I'll give it a second for some of you guys to cycle back. But yeah, didn't mean to drop it, sorry. Does that from time to time. Anyways, what were we talking about? We weren't really talking about anything of super importance. We were just kind of talking about that you should be making all the proper decisions for yourself based on your lifestyle and not some TV doctor or not just some stranger on the internet. That includes me. I'll give you advice, but you should always look into what's best for you and your own. Because I can only give you advice based off of the little bit of information that I know about my online friends. So. And for some of you that think this might have been D-Live that did that, it wasn't. It was me. I screwed up. So, can't blame anybody but me. My fault. Silly me. Easy to do sometimes. Easy to do. Kangaroo, welcome. No, you are right. You know, it's funny. I know a lot of people that are always trying to figure out ways to blame somebody else for something, or to say, you know, oh, I did this because they told me so. You know, it's easy. It's easy to do, but you know, and you know, sometimes it would be nice to be able to say I could blame someone else, but you know, at the end of the day, everything that I do is completely my fault. So, Dad, thank you for the follow. Okay, almost got everybody in here watered. Yeah, and Kangaroo, when we go outside in just a second, I'm getting ready to step outside in just a second. You'll see we got quite a bit of snow. And you down there in Upside Down World, snow is when water freezes and it sticks to the ground. It's kind of like ice cream. Picking on you, man. Hope the open air prison's treating you well. Ugh. Okay. Great. Let's go get the bunnies watered now. Fun part of that. So you know, sometimes I think with the Aussies, maybe you do need to be described. Maybe you do need to be explained what freedom is. So, Am I familiar with an unassisted birth? Yes. Like an at-home birth, stuff that, you know, we used to do back in the day. Personally, when it comes to unassisted births, I would like to make sure that that was being performed someplace near with somebody that was very skilled, because I have had a handful of friends, maybe they didn't have unassisted births, but I've had a handful of friends with babies born with weird things like umbilical cords wrapped around or getting stuck. And one of the things about raising animals and having, you know, sheep and such like that is sometimes you do need to assist sheep and such for births and such as well. So one of the things that would always make me nervous about that kind of stuff would be making sure that there's at least an expert to go around, so that nothing crazy happened, because yeah. But I think that the modern way we do the birthing system is just it kind of separates people. So okay, so into the bunny barn. What's up, Mark? Okay, you guys get to sit here for just one more second, and then we will get this finished. Then I gotta go in the house and get water later. So as you guys can see, so the rubber bowls are also good, because the perk of the rubber bowls is you can usually break them like that, but this one's not gonna. No, it broke it enough so I can just pull the water out. So that worked out. Good. Let me check this water out. You know, so the thing is while there's a lot of stuff with modern medicine that I'm not, you know, I think is silly and ridiculous, I am thankful for it. So it had been 10 years ago now. I cracked my head open, and we had the shit, and I had glass stuck in my head. And so one of my friends that was an EMS came out and pulled the glass out, and then we just put some butterflies on it. And then I have another scar on my arm where I cut myself open, and I didn't feel like going and needed stitches, and it needed stitches. I just had one of the ladies stitch me up. And yeah, modern medicine is nice, because while it is good to know that you can do that, it's not the funnest. But I haven't had health insurance now in 17 years. So I haven't been to a doctor in, probably same, maybe 18 years. So I just treat myself. Like even when I caught Lyme's disease this year, a lot of you guys know that story. I had to treat myself. This one's really frozen. That works out good. And then I've never broken any major bone that I've tried to set myself. The only bone that I broke that I broke a couple of my knuckles, and then I broke this finger. So, you know, your fingers, you know, most of your fingers, they can go back like this. So I broke this finger when I was younger, and so I can take this finger and put it all the way. I can take this finger and put it all the way to my the hand like this, and it doesn't even. I hardly feel that. So That's one downfall to not having your fingers. That's one downfall to treating yourself medically, is you get weird quirks like that. So, I agree. I agree living in the woods. I like the concept of home birth with a specialist nearby that can just, that knows how to deal with most of the crazy, that knows how to deal with the craziness. I also like the idea of home death. A lot of times we don't talk enough about home death. So both of my grandparents were blessed to be able to pretty much die in their own beds. I think that there's a lot to that. So, yeah, and I'm personally part of the thing I went to college for was family development, and we talked about how really how bad cesarean births are. Because a natural birth is actually better, not only for the woman's body, but it's also better for the, they found that babies that are born naturally can actually, they have, because of the way they're forced to take their all that stress of going through that and taking their first breath, children that were born naturally have less of a chance of getting SIDS. That's that sudden infant death syndrome. And it also, they also seem to grow up and have higher self-confidence. And they say that has probably a lot to do with their first bit of energy that they have to do is they actually have to work for it. They actually have to push. The same's true with chickens, though. If you have a chicken that hatches out on its own and it does well, or you have a chicken that you actually have to peel out of the shell, that chicken that hatches out actually does better. Sun Bear, how are you? Good to see you as well. Okay, we got 2 more guys in here to get some water for. So let's head on all that way. I'll spin the camera around so you guys can see the snow. Because Dimatra, or Kangaroo, you were asking about the snow. So we had received when we had that snowstorm came through, we had received about 8 inches. But it's what it's supposed to look like in the winter here in my house. It's supposed to look this nice and wonderful, and this wonderful snowy. Sorry for the shakiness. I don't have the gimbal, so everything is going well. So the next couple, I'll probably be doing regular shows because Lisa's currently on her way to Georgia for a while, a couple weeks. She's helping take care of her mother, who had to have surgery, and so it's back to me doing a lot of the work. So let me get this water filled up so we can get that. So no, and living in the woods, I absolutely agree. Wow, I cannot do that one-handed the way I was expecting to be able to do that. Good enough. So. Yeah, Dimatra, I'll have to, when we have a lot of snow, we'll go for a fun walk up in the mountain, and I'll show you what a lot of snow is, because this isn't a whole lot. I mean, there we go. Let's see if I bring the perspective down. So, not a whole lot, about 8 inches. Enough to kind of cover, enough to come up to your ankles, but it's fun when it comes up to your knees. So, yeah, the only way living in the woods. The only way I'm dying in a hospital is if I'm broken to the point where, like, I broke a bunch of bones and I broke a bunch of things, and they were trying to fix me. They were trying to fix me on the table, and I don't wake up from that. Other than that, I'm not being hooked up to a machine and anything of that sort. So like the joke down here, I love the joke down here that most people say, is that one of the funny statements down here that I hear is most of the old men said they want to die at 99 by a shotgun wound, jumping out of a hot girl's bedroom. So, yeah, you could, Kangaroo. You definitely could ski around the farm. There's some fun places that you could definitely do some fun skiing. It's not super cold right now, Sumatra. It's probably 0 or -1°C, so not too bad. It was like -15°C though last night. You probably wouldn't have liked last night, because yeah, it was about -15°C. Okay. Everybody in here in the bunny barn is watered, so we're good to go. Now we just got a couple more guys outside. And we can wrap it up for the day, so. Yeah, living in the woods. Thank you for swinging by. Glad to have you. I will be doing more of these shows this particular week. Thursday nights I usually do a call-in talk show where we talk about everything. It changes. Everything's in my Thursday night show. Starts at about 10 Eastern time. We usually kind of talk about anything and everything. Every subject's welcome. We don't really have a subject. I try to do a little bit. I try to start off a little bit with farming and homesteading, but it all devolves into crazy chaos about everything. So. But yeah, thanks for swinging by today. So, okay guys, I'm gonna head this way. And again guys, anybody that is that wants to also just keep up to date with stuff, feel free to absolutely hit the Discord. Oh yeah, I do it late. I do my stream rather late, so it's just kind of nature of the beast. So sun is starting to dip down, so won't be long. Got nice long shadows. Ugh. I gotta take this jug up to the house now and fill it up with water. And yeah. Where did I put the lid, guys? Where did I put the lid? Oh, by the way, there's the link to Discord if anybody's interested. Yeah, and Sun Bear, I'm gonna do 1 day a week soon. I don't know when soon is. We're just gonna say soon. One day soon, I'm going to do a lot earlier show, probably start about 7 Eastern time, because I have some other people have also said that they'd like to catch some of the shows, but you know, they can't stay up late. So I plan on trying to share more and more in the future. Yeah, 9:30. That's still early. Though, Sweeney Todd, you probably your son, what is it about? Your son drops at about like 4 now. So, Jenna, hello and welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay. So I'm gonna head back to the house. Probably gonna. Oh, I do want to show you guys when we head back to the house while I get some water. I do want to show you guys a couple other things soon. So yeah, it goes down about 4:30. Yeah. The good news is we're past the longest day, or the shortest day of the year. So that means that the sun is staying out longer and longer in the morning and in the evenings. So that's a very good thing. Very happy about that. So you guys will see some big changes. You guys will see some big day changes there in the on the other side of the pond. I do want to show you some of the cool Widowmaker icicles that we have. Just because my house always produces some of the coolest icicles. So if you peek up, you guys can see some really spectacular, cool yeah, well, Sweeney, I am currently, my elevation, just to give you perspective, my current elevation is higher than Snowdon. So that does play a big role into why I've got so much snow. Is I think there's only places in Main Britain, Snowdon is the highest, and it takes until you get up to Scotland before you find anything higher than where I'm currently at. So I just want to show you guys, show you guys the bees are still doing well. As you guys can see, that's part of the reason why I put that extra level up there of protection for that. But the bees are still doing well right there, packed up real nice and tight. I'll bring them out thermal cam one night and we'll thermal cam them and we'll see how warm they're actually doing. But yep, beautiful. Oh, by the way, guys, some of you missed it earlier. Look at the sky. Look at this beautiful, real blue sky. So absolutely lovely. Not a chemtrail in the sky at all today. It was absolutely spectacular. So no, the honey doesn't start crystallizing it. Actually, that's what I was going to bring out the thermocam. If I bring out the thermocam and I show you guys, you'll actually see that parts of the hive is actually still going to be very, very warm. So thanks for the follow. Some of the bunnies hanging out in the front yard, chilling. So I do have one other thing I do want to show you guys, because some of you like to know about stuff like with the porch bees, and some of you don't believe me when I say some of the different things that I say. So I'm going to go in my house. So this is what I wanted to show you. So right there, see this? I don't know if you can see the bees inside. So above my TV, that is a beehive inside my house. So with my parakeets right there, that is the hive that was doing very, very poorly. And so I wanted to try to make sure that it would survive. So I brought a beehive. So that's the beehive that lives in my house and all of our plants and such back there. So, oh, let me show you this, guys, real fast. I'm going to do a video on this, but I some of you that I was going to show you this. So I was talking about the, we're talking about the very generic way to do aquaponics aquarium. I put some watermelon seeds in here, and as you guys can see, some watermelons are growing out of that, and all that is just the little clay balls, and those are just slightly sunken into the aquarium in a piece of styrofoam with holes in it. It's that simple. Like, that's just showing you, and I mean, I only have 3 fish in here right now, but that's a very simple basic experiment on doing aquaponics. So anyways, friends, I think I am gonna head off, mostly because my phone is getting ready to die in just a few minutes. But I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll do this again tomorrow. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Again, if you want to follow me on Discord, !Discord. And yeah, till tomorrow, guys. It's Doc. Thanks everyone who's following today, and you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Till tomorrow. Adios.